We'll see what happens in this lane. Dahaka immediately went to the bottom lane while Rexar went to the top. So we have a 4v3 in the middle here. Ball's going to get that top soak. Looks like it's going to be unanswered on the bottom. Let's see if we should get a decent stun on the area here. It looks like the BloodFin Mrgls rotated bottom to answer this Dahaka pressure. But that gives PSISTORM a chance to rotate top. We'll see if Ariel can help lock down Misha, but she gets away. It looks like BloodFin's starting their camp already. Haka's still trying to pressure this bottom. Vala chunking away at Misha, but Rexar doesn't care because he can heal. You see PSISTORM move to their camp. And it looks like Mrgls might try to grab the bottom camp to answer for that. Haka's got a smell of it though, so we'll see if he goes for an invade in this 2v3 or 3v3 as PSISTORM rotates down. Jane is looking like she's in trouble, and that's a successful steal on that bottom camp by PSISTORM. As the two camps middle clash. Hero Stalker for Dahaka. Jaina trying to collect globes for her quest. And their BloodFin Mrgls are going to get the first kill on Mrgls as he tries to burrow out. It's pretty good timing. 16 seconds left before the shrine activates, but Mrgls will be back up because we have some pretty small death timers here still at the beginning of the game. Misha tries to get a pick on Vala, but she is clear. Looks like she senses the rotation. Heads back in for some experience as BloodFin Mrgls pick up their shaman camp. Dahaka's still in the bottom lane. He still has the ability to shift lanes pretty much quicker than Cassia does, so we'll see what happens at this shrine. Getting ready for a clash here. Dan still trying to get some stacks on his corruption. And Dahaka will fall. The second kill for BloodFin Mrgls. PSISTORM still has a lead on the protectors that they've killed, but it looks like they have to back out. And everyone's going to tap, and we're going to wait for Dahaka to come back and re-engage this fight. And there's another pick on Ariel.
Really interesting talent pickup for Vala is that she's gone into the auto attack build. So that might be a response to Misha being a somewhat safe stacking target.
Nice pull by Anduin.
Good pull.
And
Dahaka might be in trouble here again.
Punisher.
Yeah, he's not getting out of that one.
Dahaka looks like he's in trouble. He pulled the jump from the Punisher in front of the gate, which is going to be difficult.
Bit unlucky, just not a good rotation there.
Yeah. Looks like this Punisher is going to take this fort. Looks like BloodFin Mrgls are headed up to the camp to... They tricked that Punisher all the way into the wall. So even after that bad pull to miss that leap, they took it back to that wall and got it killed before it took the fort. It looks like they might keep the fort, but it looks like Rexer's trying to sneak this camp, this shaman camp. Denying them a little bit of experience.
He's not going to get it, though.
Looks like they sniffed that out, and they'll be taking that. And doing scouting the siege camp on the left side of the map here.
We'll try to steal over on this side.
With only Ariel in range, it looks like they're going to get this one. As the shaman camp pushes top,
The Haka down bottom, trying to take that
Haka's
camp.
trying to sneak this bottom camp. He manages to get it,
Successfully.
but yeah, he's going to make it out alive. Lixia used up that essence and walked away with that Dark Swarm. They easily clear the middle camp, and it looks like we're doing a 4-man rotation top. I believe they see that it's pushed into the wall and they back out.
Rex are a bit too safe, though.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to grab their own siege camp on this side.
We'll see if they can push those Impalers in, get that last 1 or 2 hits on that fort.
Yeah. They're doing a good job up here against Misha, keeping Misha pushed back. Looks like they want this fort, so they're going to be taking that. Not too much of a help, though, as the next Punisher is going to be top anyway. We're going to see a 4-man rotate on the bottom. See if Tahaka gets out of this one.
He should. He still has Burrow.
Still has his essence. He should be fine. Oh, that was a...
Oh, wow.
Guess not.
All the way through his ult as well.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, adaption didn't go off there.
Looks like they're going to try to take this wall.
No revive coming out from Ariel.
It will be made to serve us.
Gonna save that for the next.
Yeah, well, he's up
shrine
right
phase.
now anyway, so...
Sure.
We're going to rotate up to this shaman camp. What's the timer on this? 145. They're not going to have their shaman camp before the objective comes up.
It really only gives them something to occupy their time while they're forced out of shrine, if they get forced out of shrine.
Being in this lane, it's not going to provide a ton of offlane pressure, so still gets the experience. That's a good fear on Johanna, but Johanna being unstoppable is probably just walking over that.
Light bomb goes off.
Get the pick on Gul'dan. Do we see the resurrect?
No.
Doesn't look like it. Ariel low
Too far
herself.
forward.
May end up resing
It's a bit of a disaster there.
Mrgls here, but
It's a good pull, though, from Anduin. And the Resurrect
Ariel
did
may
get
fall.
interrupted there.
leaving Jaina behind to clear. It seems they're all going back to clear.
Yeah.
Get this Punisher, push with the Punisher. Gul'dan's going mid to get some experience.
Yeah,
Try
I'd like
catch
to
him this
see.
level lead. We'll see if he gets bottom 2 or not. Looks
BloodFin
like they're getting
keep an
ready
eye
to
on that.
engage. Almost as short as we get this Punisher here. There it is. Looks like Gul'dan's going to get.
Red team has summoned a frozen
The Haka all the way down bottom. He's taking that
The
camp.
Hawk is going to take the siege camp and then grab that side soak. While they try to defend. Looks like they're giving up this fort. They know that they can't take that fight. And they'll probably just try to beat this Punisher over this keep wall back here.
He better back up now.
There's that
Combo.
light bomb again.
And there he goes.
And the leap's out. So
With the
they're
help
not
of
gonna
the
be able to
Punisher.
get it over the wall. Yeah, that chaining that stun with that Punisher is definitely advantageous. This Punisher may go to the core. We'll see. It's a little early. Second
Yeah,
Punisher.
we've still got low death timers.
timers
The
are
Haka
low.
just came back.
Yeah, and PSISTORM's
keeps
got
going
that
for sure.
bottom pressure pushing in bottom, so if they the BloodFin Mrgls take off here, and now the PSISTORM's back at full 5-man force, they don't have enough pressure to take the core, so
The Haka was
They're gonna
also
back
able to
out.
make sure that they were going to get 13 talent here.
yeah, absolutely. And they grab the camp on the way out to deny the experience a little bit. See if they clean up some of this mid experience and grab some of these siege guys before they go clear the bottom lane. PSISTORM still clearing the shamans off the top. Looks like they're going to do this camp while they clear the bottom. Cassie's got enough wave clear.
Next Punisher will also be mid, so it's very important that PSISTORM be able to keep up an experience here and go into it at the same talent tier.
Yeah, luckily PSISTORM has enough time that they're going to be able to get to 16 before this shrine, probably, if they just take some of this bottom soak and this top soak, so should be able to close that gap. Just have to watch for this pick out. Haka should make it out of here.
Stuns.
That's a
Oh, he's
lot
not
of
going
damage.
anywhere.
Oh,
That's exactly what you can have happen when you're behind like that. Basically going anywhere in front of that fort is almost like a death sentence.
yeah, we know you need that soak to catch up, but
Has destroyed a fort.
looks like BloodFin Mrgls are going to take that fort. PSISTORM kind of pushed back into their base right now. Still desperately trying to get to 16, picking up the soak that they can. But with like catapult pressure top, they're going to be able to get to that experience.
Here comes out that light bomb combo again.
New Barak, barely making it out with his hardened carapace. And
Oh,
Ariel.
that'll be Ariel. Let's see if she comes back or when she comes back.
Looks like she might be waiting out the death timer on this one.
Yeah, very dangerous to come back right there.
Ooh. And Gul'dan falls too. They're going to take a keep here. And they have a lot of pressure top. So with this 2/3 of a siege camp left, and with 3 catapults coming in top, this could be a push for the core.
Counter pick there on Johanna, so they'll just have to back off here without their main tank.
Yeah, without their front line, Misha's going to have a hard time keeping up. So they're going to go start the shrine. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for the shaman. Here goes Jaina.
Being able to get Johanna there really did save the game, I think.
Yeah, without that pick, I think that that was the end. They have a chance to save it here. They got their 16 talents, so they're going to be on even tier for this next fight. So this is PSISTORM's chance to pull this together, turn this game around. Again, picking up the bottom siege camp, get a little pressure on that last keep. But that allows PSISTORM to get an early start on the shrine. They may win this Punisher. BloodFin Mrgls just waiting for the team here. That's already 18 of the 40. All right.
Strong game from BloodFin Mrgls. I liked how they were able to push when someone went down so that it was difficult for Resurrect to get any value. Resurrect being as strong as it is, they did even get an interrupt on it once.
Yeah.
So you can see that nerf did have an impact that it got this past week.
Yeah. Strong game by both teams, but again, you said the BloodFin Mrgls were able to get that early pressure and they keep that pressure up, and that's really what won them the game. They kept their macro strong and knew when to push the advantage and knew when to pull out. So
Yeah, it was interesting seeing Vol again go into auto attack build. I assume that was because they thought there would be easy stacking going off of Misha. You can stay back a little further. You can get stacks off her since Misha is a hero.
yeah.
And Vala did get a lot of damage out, but I think that it's a bit misleading because Misha just heals it all back up.
Yeah. And Vol did lane against Misha for most of the game, so build those stacks up, but Again, you need to bring that to the team fight, and had a few good team fights. Got a couple picks, but again, 2 kills versus 17. It's tough.
Yeah, the only times when PSISTORM was able to get those kills on Johanna was she overstayed a little bit in mid, and just during that big team fight. And it was 1 for 4, I believe, was the final number there. So.
Oh, all right. We're gonna
take
get
a
someone
break
here on the interview
for just a minute and
Yeah,
get an
give
interview
us-
set up.
Yeah.
Hello, test, test.
Hello there.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
You can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, we can hear you. All right, what are we on the stream right now, John? All right.
Oh.
All right. Well, for our post interview here, we have the captain of the BloodFin Mrgls, Terminator. How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Pretty good. Congratulations on your victory over PSISTORM.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
It was.
Yeah, how'd you feel about this match?
It was an interesting one, to be sure. We went into the match with a game plan. I think we really, we sort of stuck to things. PSISTORM definitely threw a few curveballs at us, but I'm happy with the way we played. I think we really came into our own towards the mid game there on game one, and then we just sort of never looked back from that point on. So
Sure. Can you tell me a little bit about the draft on the second game? I noticed that there was the ban on Leoric and then the pick on one of your favorites, Dahaka. Um, was Rexar a sort of planned offshoot that you had thought of before if you got locked out of those two picks? Or was that something that you went into this game thinking that you were going to do no matter what?
so that actually wasn't something that I was planning on doing, to be honest. I've played. I mean, I'm sure people have scouted me and have seen I've played a lot of the Haka this split so far. I played a lot of Leoric. So I mean, I honestly don't think I've played anything but those two so far. Um, I think they really did their homework and did a good job trying to pinch me there with the Dahaka and taking that and banning the Leoric. However, I did at least plan for at least some point this season a team to try and do that. So I have a couple picks sort of up my sleeve that I've worked on, either on my own in Storm League or what have you. And the Rexar was one of them that I was working on, and I felt confident going into the game with it.
Cool. Well, I hope we get to see a few more of those pocket picks to come out in the next game, or maybe in the playoffs.
Yeah, we saw you. In your second draft, you let Ariel go through the ban phase, and you didn't pick her either. You let them have the Ariel pick. Did you? Was it a plan you were trying to? You had a way to shut down that resurrection you were going for, or were you just hoping they weren't picking Ariel?
There were two things. So I know myself and our healer, Butte Holiday, do a lot of the research for scouting and all of that sort of fun stuff. And looking at their healer, they hadn't really played any Ariel this season, and we didn't really see anything in their match history that really suggested the Ariel. So we sort of took the risk of, well, they probably just won't play the Ariel, and we can leave it open. But that sort of came back to bite us, and they took it. However, I like the fact that our team comp had a good amount of chain crowd control that was able to zone away the Ariel and pick her if she tried to move too close to look for those resurrects. So while it wasn't necessarily planned what we did, I think we reacted to it really well.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty good job of zoning her out whenever you would get your first pick in your fight. You zoned her out and made it so that any resurrect she ever got would have actually been pretty, negative outcome for that team. So, pretty good counterplay against Ariel there.
Cool. Well, I think that's all we have for you for now. Thanks for giving the invite. You have any shout outs you want to do?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my whole team. Goodyear, the Chad himself, just want to shout him out. Butte for keeping us all together and for doing the little things, always making us laugh. Berserk, the craziest tank main of all time, and then of course Sonics, the mage extraordinaire. We've been riding his back a little bit this season, so it's always nice to have him on the team. Of course, I want to shout you guys out for taking the time to cast us today. I know this was your first time doing something like this, so I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Shout outs to PSISTORM for putting up a really strong series against us. I don't think the score quite reflected how well that they played. I think they played really well. In fact, I do also want to give a special shout out to actually their solo laner, game one, getting the solo kill on me. I got to give respect where respect is due. So shout outs to him. But other than that, I mean, I think that really covers everything. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to cast us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
All right, I'm going to head off. So thanks, guys.
Have a good day.
Have a good night.
All right, thanks everybody for joining LFG for this stream of the NGS
Division D West.
Yep. So
remember to visit nexusgamingseries.org. You can check up on teams, see what's going to be casted and when, and make sure to check out the Patreon too. I really like to keep this league going. Also, if you're ever in Pittsburgh, we're looking for Group Gaming Center. We are in the Brookline neighborhood, and we have all sorts of games here and people to play them with. So come on by if you're in the area.
All right.